Hi, Joy Carosa here. This is the Modern Unicorn, and I am back to show you more products to help you make better choices. With Valentine's Day just around the corner, I'm going to show you a sweet treat that you can make for your Valentine. It's a chocolate tart, and it's plant-based, sugar-free, and gluten-free, and dairy-free, and it's totally delicious. So you need a couple things. I like to use this false bottom non-stick tart pan. You can get it at Amazon for like $16.50. And I'm going to be using my Vitamix today. So what we need is to make our crust. I'm going to start with some almond flour that is blanched. I got this at, where did I get this? Oh, Costco. Okay. Big bag. Good value. We're also going to add, and that's what's in this bowl, it's 2.5 cups of the blanched almond flour. And this is Lakanto sugar-free baking sweetener. Okay, so it's made from monk fruit and erythritol, and it's basically 1 for 1. So this is 1/3 cup. I'm just going to put that in here. I have melted Earth Balance plant-based butter substitute. Now you could also use melted coconut oil if you'd rather, or you can, if you're not going dairy-free, you can go ahead and use butter. But I really like this. It bakes really well. It's by Earth Balance. So I just popped that in the microwave, melted it, and we're going to add that here. And then for our egg substitute, because we're doing this plant-based, I took 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed. Now I have I took an old coffee grinder and I just used that for grinding up flax and chia and whatever. So I took 1 tablespoon of the ground flaxseed and I mixed it with 3 tablespoons of what's called aquafaba. I just actually learned what the name of it was recently. But aquafaba is the liquid that is in chickpeas, in the can of chickpeas, that liquid. So if you saw my recipe or my episode from a couple weeks ago when I did the bean dip, and I said save this liquid, it really acts like the white, the egg white for this egg substitute. So I just mixed this together like 10 minutes ago. We're going to dump that in there. And then just I don't know, teaspoon or so of vanilla extract and a pinch of salt. Okay, we're going to mix that together. This is going to be our crust. I have my oven on 350. I'm just going to make sure it's all incorporated in there. We did our crust. I put it in the oven at 350 just till it's golden brown, just golden on the edges and stuff. My oven took about 12 minutes. After 10 minutes, watch it, and you can figure that out, just watch it. And I have it cooling and sitting aside. And now let's make our filling. So this filling is my same recipe for pot de creme. If you know what pot de creme is, it's like a chocolate pudding. And if you would rather not do a pie crust or you want to do individual desserts, it's great because you could just take what we're about to make and just pour it into ramekins or little mason jars or something, set it aside in the fridge, and it'll be good. And you've got 2 desserts in one. Okay, so what we need in our Vitamix is 2 cups of the Lily's baking chocolate. So this one I got at through Amazon in a 3-pack. It's the same product as this bag, which I found at Walmart. Now these chips are a little bit bigger, and the ones that I got from Amazon are kind of like mini chips. So either one is fine, but you need 2 cups, and we're going to pour that in there. 2 cups of that. And you're also going to need, now I told you from the milk substitute episode that I'm going to use this. So this is Ripple unsweetened milk. And we're going to do 2 cups of this. This replaces like a whole milk. See how thick it is? So we're going to add that in there. We are also going to add this Veganese. It is a mayo substitute. Now this is the soy-free version of, which I like. I just kind of like to avoid soy when I can. I do eat tofu every now and again. But we're just going to put 2/3 of a cup in here. And then we've got 6 tablespoons of our Lakanto Baking Sweetener. Put that in there. We're also going to do a 1/2 of a cup of this Ripple Barista Style. So this foams up and it's going to give it some body. Do about 1/2 cup of that. Okay. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of raw cacao. So raw cacao, now I buy it in a big bag because I use it. I don't know, many of you know, I have a home baking business that I do elaborate cakes and cupcakes and stuff. So I buy big packages of things. But you can get raw cacao on Amazon, at Sprouts, really anywhere. But you could use cocoa powder, but raw cacao has so many antioxidants, really good for you. I'm doing 2 tablespoons of that. And what else am I missing? Oh, I like to use a little tiny chipotle. I think chili and chocolate is always a good thing, so I'm gonna just eyeball this and do a pinch. There you go. Maybe like an eighth of a teaspoon. Now I'm gonna add this pure vanilla extract in here, but I'm gonna wait until the end before we do that. So I'm gonna let this run for 5 minutes. Just let it go, and then we'll check on it, add our vanilla, and then it's ready to pour in our crust. Okay, here we go. Start on low and then ramp all the way up to. Okay, so I ran this for 5 minutes. It's nice and hot. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons. You can see I eyeball stuff. 2 tablespoons of the vanilla. Oh, I just shot myself with vanilla. And then we're just going to quickly mix that up. That's it. This machine is amazing. Okay, it's very hot, and I have my slightly cooled crust. I sort of push my fingers in here to get the edges so it's nice and pretty when you cut it, but we're just going to pour this in. If you have any extra You can throw it in a mason jar or ramekin. I think I'm going to use all of it though. Settle down. Look at how pretty that looks. Okay, so all we have to do is get this baby in the refrigerator and let it set. I would say a minimum of 4 hours. You could do it the night before and it'll be great. I like to put a little plastic wrap over the top because it just like pudding, it's gonna make a skin. So you wanna avoid that, and we're just gonna put that. That will eliminate that problem. Let's pop it in the refrigerator. The chocolate tart is in the fridge and it's setting up, and I'll show you the end result in a minute. I'm gonna sort of jazz it up with some berries. I got some blackberries, so I'm gonna put those on there, but you can put some coconut cream on there, or or just have it as is. Before I let you go, I want to tell you what is up for next week. I'm going to feature noodle alternatives. There are so many great options as far as substitutes for regular pasta noodles. So we're going to explore that a little bit. And as I had mentioned in my previous episodes, I'm going to do a giveaway. So I got it together. I'm offering something, I'm giving away something from each of my episodes. So the cocktail episode, I'm doing the powdered sugar and the wild orange essential oils to make your sugar-free cocktails. And then from my nutritional yeast recipe, you'll get a full bottle of Nooch. And the alternative milk episode, I'm throwing in a nut milk bag. And from this episode, of course, you'll get the Lily's baking chips that are sugar-free. So to enter, now sorry, I'm only offering it to US peeps just to save on shipping, but find me on Instagram because, excuse me, I will have the details there on how to do it. So please give me a thumbs up if you like this. Subscribe down below. Do you see that little thumbs up? Click that, please, if you liked it. And subscribe and hit the bell, then you'll get notifications anytime I publish an episode. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Happy Valentine's Day.